Right, hello guys, welcome back. We are gonna be doing a something a little bit different, but not a lot different, but like I've had to like handle this a little bit different. Basically, I'm gonna be doing a video now of going over everything which is spoken about in the community stream, but also just weaving in my opinions here and there because I have been very excited for this release ever since it was announced as someone who is into this type of stuff with, you know, the map we're going to be getting, the what's the K-pop elements and that to it, because I am like a fan of that stuff. But basically, I've just got bullet points here. I'm going to go through them, but I've also got the Twitch VOD, as you can see here behind me. I was initially going to just download this and, you know, throw the parts in here and there, make it more like edited, but I've been having issues with, you know, my download speed and all that, so we're having to improvise. But let's just go through it. First, though, I want to quickly talk about like the general quality of life stuff, which is mainly the perks and their descriptions, and then all the update stuff. So we're gonna just like go through and find this. Don't worry, because I'll cut the whole as I search for this. So let's just have a look. Right. Okay. So perks. Basically, what they're doing, simple and quickly, is they're cutting down on all like the yapping in the perk descriptions. So as you can see here behind me, life, it just is straight to the point. It's just, it tells you when you do medium or fast fault, you get your haste, you get exhausted. That's it. Although one thing which I learned after rewatching some of the stuff myself is they're having a thing now where you can click here, you see what says extra info, and that will make it so you can basically click on this, it will tell you what the highlighted stuff does. From what I gathered, at least, like I know it definitely does it for like the debuff stuff, and I'm going to presume it does it for like haste as well. So basically, if you're someone which is new, you'll read this, like the Series got thing because she looks cool, and you're like, what does haste and exhausted do then? You can press extra info and it will just tell you what to do. Honestly, great, simple, more like straight to the point. And then for others, if we quickly go... Okay, here, I don't know why it's zooming so fast. I don't remember. But here you can basically see all the other stuff. You can change the color over. You can change the survivor over. And you're hooked down, generators, hooks, pallets. You get the gist. Basically, there is something you want to like change the over of, you can change the over of it. However, the thing I still want them to do, not gonna lie, and this is like the only thing I want them to add to this, is make it so it's more, you know, perk tied. Again, because I've said this in the past, like, yes, I can make my generator like over pink now or something, cool, great. But if I then see a gen go yellow, I want to be able to know if it is Blast Mine or, you know, if it's like Trail of Torment, stuff like that. Like, maybe it would be too much, and that's just like too much information thing, and that's why they don't do it. But I would personally like it because I feel like it just bridges the you know, the difference between playing with friends and solo queue. You know, kind of like how we are eventually gonna, you know, be able to see each of his perks, and if they're gonna do that, I feel like they can do the other thing. You know, like that's just my like one piece I want to add to that. But aside from that, you know, this is great. Keep doing stuff like this. This is like, you know, awesome. And hopefully, because they have so many colors for this, hopefully they add more of them colors to the scratch marks as well. Right. Now is trick. Oh no, I should touch on this actually. Basically, to summarize this really quickly, all this they went on about here is now there's going to be break, but then there's going to be special break, and then there's going to be vault, and there's going to be special vault. Now you're probably thinking, what are these? Basically, what this is so like, let's take Wesker. If Wesker vaults a pallet or a window with his power, that's a special vault now. Or if a hillbilly breaks a pallet with his chainsaw, that's a special break. They're doing this, and I don't know why they're doing this, because as lots of people said, it's probably a bit too much. But they're basically doing this so some killers can't almost like, I guess, work too well with certain perks, or like, yeah, basically just to I guess stop too good synergy. Because, for example, at the moment, Wesker can use his power to vault a window, and then you can get Bamboozle off. I know you don't see this stuff as much. There was a time when it was used a bit more, But or like Bubba with Spirit Fury, that's probably the most common example you would see. Like, I feel like this could not go through because I think this is just a bit too much or unnecessary. Like, I don't think there's like that much of a problem. Like, if we're taking, you know, the Bubba Spirit Fury, for example, like, some people are just already good with, like, stunning him and that anyway, so then he has to break the pallet normally and all that. Like, I don't know, there's just, like, I guess there's layers to this, and they don't need to do this. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I think this is, don't get me wrong, they mean no harm with this, and it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's just not needed right now. They could do other stuff, you know? But yeah, and then they just go over add-ons basically about like, hey, this is to like make all this more clear, which, you know, fair enough for the new player experience. Fog files quickly are being slightly changed, so basically they just they do their job basically from a distance, but if you're in the fog, they basically won't do much. That's the easiest way you can pull it. So if you've got like a huntress trying to shoot you from across the map, you pop this, she's not going to be able to see you. But if she went into the fog, she'd be able to see you. It's that simple. Just so people know, because some people might see a fog vial after this is all out, and they might be like, this is working different. But yeah, it's just like that. But now we have the Trickster rework, if you can call it that, I'll be honest, because don't get me wrong, it's cool. I'm not against it, but also it's not much of a rework, I personally think. Basically, you can see the list here of all his changes he's been through, because Trickster came out quite a bit ago now. But he has now this this ranking system here, where basically you like throw knives, you do anything basically, it increases the rank. The only caveat is you have to do different things, unless it's hitting knives, because hitting knives will just give you rank progress anyway. So for example, if I hit like the Yunjin there, I cannot hit Yunjin again to like get rank up. I'd have to do something else, or hit someone else, or throw some knives, for example. I don't know, like for the knives though, if it would have to be like a health state, let's say, because let's say you can hit someone, throw a single knife into them, and then hit them again. That might be a problem, but at the same time, like, he's still got his power of knives, so people will just use knives on the appropriate loops, you know? Like, if you see the low loops like the ones in the video behind me, you're gonna just use knives. You're not gonna even try to go for a knife a hit if, like, needed. S-Rank is when he gets his main event, but they've changed it a little bit now, so, you get Killer Instinct as well, so basically, he's got all the information. He's got his powerful ability. But lastly, at S-Rank, you will throw knives quicker. You'll reload quicker. Like, basically, it's just a big buff. I don't know how long it lasts for, though. So that we'll have to wait and see. But, like, all around it's cool. I don't know if it's enough. Because I'm not really looking at this and being like, whoa, he's been changed, like, a bunch. He hasn't. But I'm also not against it. Like, you know, it's love to Trickster. It's cool. Lastly, the other things that are to do with Trickster and also Yunjin. Firstly, Trickster is getting basically all of his add-ons reworked, from what I know. So that would be like his capacity add-ons, his bouncy blades, his iridescence, his movement speed while throwing, his main event duration. All of it probably been changed. Now, some of it might just be number tweaks. For all we know, like maybe the new main event in this S-Rank is like that good that they don't need the main event durations as high or something, because I think the drink one is like 60% or something. It's like noticeable. But we'll just wait and see. Like, one of them could be like Killer Instinct duration, I feel like. Some of them could be like you have buffs in S-Rank, but other ones could be like they could actually get really creative. There could be stuff which like is like you don't get S-Rank, but you get like this insane buff, and that could be like iridescent. Oh, you know, it could be like just your ranks progress quicker. Like, they could do some really cool and different stuff. I think the add-ons could be very different, and I am kind of excited for that. And then lastly, though, Trickster's perks and Yunjin's perks, from what I know, all of them are being changed. I think, I could be wrong, maybe stuff like Starstruck is being kept the same. I know for a fact crowd control and fast track, they were mentioned, so I'm pretty sure they at the least are being changed, but I want to say all of them are being changed, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then lastly, we have the map. I'm just going to let this play and talk about the map first, but I will eventually cut to the overview of the map and give more like balanced opinions. But this map looks like really cool. Easily top 3 map for me. Like RPD is still up the higher because, you know, I like RPD and also I like indoor maps. But this is easily going to be like my favorite outdoor map. Probably top 3, maybe top 2, because I can't really think off the top of my head what I would put at number 2 instead. Maybe I should do a map ranking at some point. Maybe if you want to see a map ranking, guys, actually, let me know. I might do that. But this map looks awesome. It's so different. It's such like a breath of fresh air. Again, as someone which just already likes this environment, this is really cool. The Trickster fans, especially, I think are going to really like this because it's all like, ooh, Trickster's ideal vision, I guess is one way of putting it. It's delusion, I think is what it's called. The map is static, like RPD, so learning it should come quicker than others. It's not going to be like, ooh, there's a pallet here this time, which is a gold pallet, like in the store, but then there's like not one in the nightclub or something. But basically, here's like the overview of the map. You have these 4 different sections, and this is like the nightclub one. This one, I think, is the high street. I think the other, wait there, let me pull this up. Here you go. Right, so yeah, we have the nightclub, the high street, the market and park, and then the low streets. There has been other clips around online. They only shown like 1 or 2 here, but I think they're showing a few more now online from what I saw. But the nightclub, you can like go inside. More like indoor environments. The low streets, I believe, has literally more like I don't know, it's giving like Badham vibes, especially the high streets as well, where there's like these buildings, but there's like the one street in the middle. The market and park is more like your low cover. Like I think if you're playing Trickster on this map, for example, you'd want to catch people here. Because all it is like your stands, your stores, kind of like ones you see on Shattered Square, stuff like that, you know. So, but all around, it's 4 very distinct different sections, and like people have said, basically each killer probably has a preferred section they want to be like playing in, and survivors will have to adapt from killer to killer of okay, where's going to be best to, you know, like playing that. Like obviously, this is still going to be the good loops, it being a static map. Like, for all I know, nightclub could have, like, an amazing window with a god palette, and no matter the killer, you might always want to loop there at some point. But then, like, maybe when that goes, you're like, okay, I should loop this killer in High Street or something. And it varies, you know? In terms of balance, I'm gonna probably throw a guess out there that I think actually it will just be a fairly balanced map. I don't think it might be killer or survivor sided, or maybe slightly, and I mean slightly, it leans towards survivor, only because there might be like a pre-running issue. I just have a gut feeling that could be the case. Like, let's say you're chasing someone and they just keep running around this building. Like, maybe the killer can't get through, but they've got object on or something, they can just keep pre-running. Like, that could be an issue, but we'll really just have to wait and see, like, is it an issue or not? But you know, there's lots of varying again places for survivor, same with killer. So again, I think actually it could be pretty balanced, and it might just be more in the like the macro gameplay of match to match. You know, like that's where my initial thoughts are going. Again, even if it's like a horrible map to play on, I'm still gonna have fun with it. Like again, I like RPD. I know lots of people didn't like RPD, so I think I get some like weird taste when it comes to maps. But this is really cool. And I think overall that's kind of everything. Like this has just been short and sweet, kind of quick, and like rapid fire. Because again, they did like yap on a lot about it. Not saying they didn't need to. Again, everything they covered over was great. The devs did a great job. Honestly, the only thing I was kind of surprised about is potentially no survivor. Obviously we've all saw the images of this guy, and I do hope he's a survivor. You know, it would be cool just to get another survivor, more perks and all that. And I know lots of people like rooting for that, but you know, we're going to have to wait and see. The PTB is going to be on Tuesday. There's obviously lots of other stuff they're releasing as well to do with this chapter. So all around, I'm really excited for all of it. This came at kind of a perfect time for me because at the moment 2v8's on, and 2v8 kind of burns me out. So the fact that this is next week and all that, and it's going to be out before you know it, it's going to just be really cool, you know, really fun. Actually, imagine if they did this as a 2v8 map at some point. That could be kind of crazy maybe, but maybe it'd be a bit too chaotic. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Nice and quick. I apologize, it's kind of been a bit of a yap all over, but I'll call it down so it's all like nice and seamless. But that's all for me, guys. Nice and quick one. Take care. Let me know what you thought about all this down below, and I will catch you in the next one. So bye bye.